Welcome guys to my next hobby vlog video. Hi guys, I'm Top Table Steve and welcome to my hobby vlog. I thought I'd do one of these. It's been a while since I've done one. I just wanted to catch up with you guys, show you what's on my desk, what I've been up to. As a lot of you will know, I've been really busy with the Top Table Legacy Weekender, which was last weekend and was awesome. Keep an eye out on the group and on the Facebook channel for some announcements about maybe something that might be happening to do with that very, very soon. But onto my hobby vlog. I think the best thing to do actually is just get the stuff in front of the camera. I'll show you them and then I'll come back and have a chat with you afterward. So let's do it. Okay guys, so this is a project that I started a few weeks ago when I was building the Shire board, which you've seen. I think you've seen it on the other hobby vlogs. And if not, you will have seen it in the pictures from our Weekender event, and no doubt you will see it in a battle report coming soon, because these guys are painted to be played in a battle report on that board specifically for that purpose, really. So we have Sharky and Worm, as you can see, and then over this side we have the Ruffians, which I own. These are mine, painted, tabletop standard, based and what have you, and I think they look okay. The Ruffians on this side are borrowed from Mr. Mark Furness. He had a load of Ruffians, well, the Ruffians that you can see in front of you, he had those lying around in his collection unpainted, and he's seen a post that I put out on the Facebook group for anyone who would like to lend their Ruffians to Top Table Gaming to get this battle report filmed, and he kindly obliged. Unfortunately they weren't painted, so I said that I'd base and paint them to be used, because I do need a few of them. I also have Mr. Tim Garlick, who is currently in a similar situation where he's got a load of Ruffians sat there. They've been sat there, he's been needing a reason to get them painted for a while, and I gave him that reason, and he messaged me and said, I've got a load of them, I'll get them painted up for you and you can lend them, which is absolutely fantastic and is what this Top Table Gaming community is all about. This is the kind of thing that, you know, we wanted to achieve with the community. It's just, we're all pals, we're all helping each other out, and of course you guys get the benefit of seeing the battle report, which is cool. So the ones on the left are part painted. I've basically based them, base coated them in a dark reddy brown. I've then washed them in Null Oil, and then give them a very, very, very light dry brush, and I've just started to pick out the flesh. And I've washed the flesh and had the first highlight, so there's a second highlight to go on the flesh. Once that's done, I'll start picking out the different colours of browns in the leathers and what have you, and the weapons and things like that. But I'm really happy with how they're looking. I really like these models. I like them a lot better than I thought I would. Let's try and get this guy on camera. And Worm, looking all sneaky. And Sharky. Really quick paint jobs, but they've come out very, very well. It's amazing what you can do with an airbrush as you prep for putting your base coats down. So yeah, so that's project number one. I'm hoping to have that finished probably by the end of April, and then we'll get the battle report filmed and we'll get that on the channel. That's my timescale with these guys, because I want to get my 40k stuff done first. So yeah, by the end of April you should see the scouring of the Shire battle report. So what else have I got? Let's go and have a look. So what you can see in front of you are the start of me delving into my Shire force. I have absolutely tons of Hobbits which I've been collecting over the years with a good intention to get them done and painted and field a Hobbit army at some point, but just every time I got them down and put them on the paint desk, I just looked at the task ahead and ended up just putting them back in the box and putting them away. Planning to film the Scouring of the Shire battle report invigorated me to get them out, and I made a start on these 12 sheriffs. Very, very early stages, as you can see. What I've done is I've just painted a number of them in a very sort of light beige, and then another number of them in like a brown tan, and then I've just started picking out details here and there, the flesh and what have you. And the plan is just to get a very basic paint job on them, get a wash on them, pick out some highlights, and I'm hoping that they'll be good enough to get on camera. So this is the first 12 that I need. The fabulous Mr. Edward Ball has generously offered to come and get involved in the battle report and use his Hobbits, which, you know, if I fail to complete my task and get these painted, it's not going to hold the battle report up. I'll probably still use Ed's, because I'd really like to get Ed in the studio and get him on camera, because he's a great guy, and who doesn't need more Ed in life, right? But yeah, it was just to get some starts, getting some paint on them. I can get them on the shelf and start using them a little bit more. I've had them for such a long time, so it's a good excuse. And that is the start of my Hobbits, so we'll move on. Okay, so here are the Vanguard Marines, which I got in the Shadow Spear box. These are kind of jumped the queue just because of cool factor, obviously. So we've got the Eliminators, which are the 3 dudes at the front. They're like sniper looking ranger scout type models, which are really, really cool. Obviously, as you can see, they're just at the base paint stage. At the back we have the Vanguard Devastators. These guys are just, there's only one word for it, they're awesome. They are absolutely stunning. Look at this, I mean, look at them, look at them. How cool are they? They got a bit of stick online. People were taking them off the flight bases and putting them on just on the floor, which is fine. You know, no problem with that. Whatever floats your boat. I don't mind them on the flight bases. They're fine. But yeah, they're so cool. I couldn't wait to get some paint on them, and I'm painting them alongside my my normal Ultramarines. Just yeah, because I want to get them painted, and I really want to practice my skills painting the camo cloaks on the Eliminators, which I've seen the tutorial on the Games Workshop YouTube channel that Duncan did, and I really, really want to give it a go. So they will definitely be in my next hobby vlog, so keep an eye out for that. But that is the 6 models from the Shadow Spear box set which jumped the queue, and I will show you now the stuff that I'm painting from the Conquest magazine. So this is my progress so far with the Ultramarines from my Conquest magazines. As you can see, we've got Lieutenant Calcius at the front. He's had his base colours and some edge highlighting. I've done his hair and his face. There's another highlight to go on the face. But he's a really cool miniature. Really, really cool. A lot of detail. So I'm looking forward to finishing him. I jumped on him just to break the monotony of edge highlighting a lot of these. I'm not overly enthused by how they're beginning to look, but maybe, I mean, they're all blue at the moment, there's nothing else on there, I suppose. As the detail starts going on, maybe they will start to come to life. But, you know, I've spoken to a few people who have painted Ultramarines and they kind of have the same thing, you know, they're blue, what more can you do with them? But, you know, we'll see how we go. Oh, excuse me, that's my phone. So yeah, so I've started to do a couple of other sergeants. So we've got Reaver Sergeant there, edge highlighting done, and face and hair. Where are we? Started to do the gold trim on this Intercessor Sergeant with face and hair done. Again, they're at different stages. You can see a couple here at the back, which were test schemes, which I wasn't overly happy with, so I'm going to start them again. Then we've got the Librarian, which is built. He's ready for some paint. I've done some edge highlighting on him. This one's just been sprayed in my crack blue, nothing else has been done on him. But that is the basics there of, there's actually more than 400 points there, so I can pick and choose because I've got a few options. But that's the basis of my 400 point list, which will be coming up against Ben's Plague Marines very, very soon, so keep an eye out for that. I'm hoping to have these finished by this weekend. I'm going to do a good long slog, probably Friday evening or Saturday evening, and work through them. There's a couple more that need edge highlighting. Then I'm going to give them another wash and start picking out detail, and I'm hoping they start to come together. So yeah, just keep an eye out on the channel for progress on those guys. And then the last thing I'm going to show you in this hobby vlog, there is loads more, but there's too much to put in one video. I'm going to do it bit by bit. The last thing I'm going to show you is the thing I'm most excited about, which is 40k, but it's not actually Ultramarine related, and it's nothing to do with any of the stuff that's coming up on the channel yet, but it 100% will be on the channel in the future. So I'll just go and get that, and we'll get it on camera. So, Space Wolves. As anyone who spoke to me about 40k before will know, Space Wolves are the thing that way back, before I was even anywhere interested in, you know, taking on or building an army to do with Warhammer 40k or learning the rules to play or anything like that, years ago, if there was one thing that always drew me to the cabinets in a Games Workshop, and it was 40k related, it was Space Wolves. I don't know why, I couldn't tell you what it was, but I was never really interested in anything else. It was Space Wolves that I always went and looked and thought they look cool. I don't know whether it's the Viking-esque thing or, you know, just the fact that they are really cool. So about 18 months ago, I impulse bought a Space Wolf army with the ship and everything, and it was all part built, part painted, and I got it with the intention at that stage to start building Space Wolves. And it got put in a box and got put on a shelf and was never to be seen again. Then Kill Team came out, as you know, and I built a Space Wolf Kill Team, which I'm very proud of. But the paint job was very basic. It was a lot of dry brushes, which, you know, I think they look great, they look fine, I'm happy with them, but I just wanted to push myself a little bit more. So I started speaking to a chap on Facebook. He has a Facebook page, you can search him, he's called The Mighty Brush. His name's Luther, great name by the way, and we got to chatting, and I visited his page, and I seen that he'd done a painting tutorial guide PDF for Space Wolves, and I seen the cover picture, it looked amazing, and I thought, oh, I'm never going to be able to paint like that. Is it worth me purchasing this PDF? So anyway, I sent him a message saying how much I liked his paint job, and I thought, I'll take the plunge, purchase the PDF, and I've been chatting to him on and off over the past week or so, just sort of racking his brains for tips and stuff like that, and am I doing things right? And this is where I've got, this is a whip, this is not finished, but I am so happy with this guy. He's far better than what I could have done, I'm just getting on camera, without his tutorial, let's put it that way. Again, there's still some stages to go through, he's not finished. But yeah, if it wasn't for this tutorial from the Mighty Brush, there's no way I would have achieved this. And like I say, he's not finished yet. There's still levels of detail to go. I've still got to do the weathering, and some more highlights to do. The transfers, the shoulder pads I'm not overly happy with, but I think that was more due to my impatience than anything. But yeah, that is definitely going to be my colour scheme. I'm going to paint the rest of my Space Wolves up using this technique. It takes a little bit longer than what I would normally do, but not too much, to be fair. I was quite surprised. But yeah, I love it. It's awesome. Really good. Happy with that. Happy. And this is, I got the Librarian model, excuse me, from the Kill Team Space Wolf Commanders box set. And I purchased that set, I'll just put it down a second, I purchased that set the same week that you got a Librarian in the Conquest magazines, and it was the exact same model. So what I've done with this guy is I've just wolfed him up a little bit. I've given him a different head, as you can see. He's got a bit of a pelt there. He's got a different sword to the normal one. So this is a Space Wolf power sword with runes on and little trinkets on the bottom. It's got some pelts. So I changed the backpack, daggers. And I am going to paint this Librarian using the techniques that I learned off this when this is finished. I've just undercoated him and started to do the face, but I'm just going to take the face off. Obviously there's not as much armour on this because he's got like a big cloak, but yeah, I'm going to paint him up using the same techniques that I've painted this up, and I'm hoping that it's going to look really cool. But that is my hobby vlog, so keep an eye out. I can't emphasise enough how excited I am about 40k content myself and Ben have got coming to the channel. and you will be seeing that in the next week or so, definitely. We've already got the diary filled out with 40k content we want to do. I've started to put together some 40k terrain which came in the Conquest magazines, and so has Ben. So we're going to have a really cool board, and I'm going to start production on a 40k board very, very soon, and that'll be appearing in hobby vlogs, and I'll also be doing a video on it, on the techniques that I use. I'm going to build it the way, using the techniques that I learnt from Luke at the Top Table Legacy Weekender, rather than the way I build all my boards, just to see if it is quicker for me. I mean, everyone's different, aren't they, I suppose. Just to see if me doing it is quicker for me, and how it turns out. So look forward to that. I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to have a chat with you before we sign off. So there you go, guys. That is my hobby vlog. That's what's on my desk at the moment. That's things that I've been up to. There was way too much to put in this one video that I've been sort of dipping my toe into since the last hobby vlog. I will try and do them more regular and keep you updated. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying learning about 40k at the moment. There's going to be a lot of 40k content. Please don't panic if you don't play 40k and you're a Middle-earth player. It doesn't mean that Middle-earth is taking a back seat, because it is not. Middle-earth is always going to be pretty up there in the list of priorities for Top Table Gaming YouTube channel, so don't worry about that. There is actually some exciting news in the Warhammer community blogs. They announced the new battle company, so we're going to be, myself and Ben are going to sit down and we're going to be having a bit of a chat about that on camera, and you guys can get involved in the chat, so that'll be cool. Yeah, I need to finish off my Ultramarines so I can get them on camera and get a battle report, which is next on the list. And then also I need to finish my Space Wolf test piece, and if I'm happy with it, which I think I am, I'm already happy with it. I could pretty much stop where it is, but I'm going to follow the tutorial to its end. I'm going to get my Space Wolves painted up also, so it's a bit of a tall order for me, but Space Wolves are going to be sort of a sideline thing that I drop onto when I've got no Ultramarines left to paint, or I've got nothing Middle-earth-esque that needs painting. I'll just keep dropping onto the Space Wolves, and eventually you'll see those on the channel soon. So keep an eye out for that. Also, some terrain builds are coming. I know there's a lot of you who I've been asking for ages, and I keep saying yeah I'll do them, and I've not done them, but it's happening. I am now in my man cave. I'm not in the studio. You can probably tell by the lighting it's not as good, and all my boards are gone. They're at the studio because they were there for the weekender, so I have an empty room so I can fit loads more stuff in. So I'm going to be doing board build tutorials. I'm going to be doing I don't know what that is, modular terrain tutorials and stuff like that, the odd sort of painting tutorials and bits and bobs. I'm really excited. I need to get some sort of order in here because it's a bit of a mess. I'm going to set everything up. I'm going to move my desk from where it is at that far end behind the camera and it's going to be back here. I'm going to do all my filming at that end, and also I've got a big space here where I can have a board, and I think you will like the terrain tutorials. I am going to emulate what Mr. Luke Fellows did at the Top Table Legacy Weekender and use his techniques to build a board for 40k, which will be used in the end battle report of our Conquest series of videos. So keep an eye out for that. I could stand there and waffle, as anyone who chats to me knows I waffle a lot. I won't waffle no more in this video, but make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, get involved in the comments below. Please, 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 if you are buying anything to do with your hobby, use the Element Games affiliate link. Not only do you get money off, so you get discount on whatever you're buying, especially if it's Games Workshop, but other manufacturers too. It really helps us out. It doesn't cost you anything. You just use the link. You still pay the same amount that you would pay if you were buying direct from Element Games, but it basically gives a little nod that we sent you to there, and it really helps us out. So that would be fantastic. Also, we have a Patreon if you would like to support the channel and help us keep doing what we're doing. Check out the Patreon. But other than that, I'm going to go and crack on and finish that Space Wolf, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care.